Yeah, really. Talk to us. How does it feel to be the new head coach of Kennesaw State women's basketball?
Oh man, it's an honor, and I'm just incredibly blessed and excited about the opportunity. Extremely grateful for everyone that has been a part of the process, and just excited to get to work.
You got an extensive career at the D2 and D3 level. What did you learn from there that you're going to bring here at the D1 level?
Um, at the D2 level, I wore about 1,000 hats, so I would say jack of all trades, and so I just there's a there's just a different level of grind that you have to have there with dealing with less resources. So just being able to um, make a lot with a little, and I think um, you know, I think that translates anywhere you go. And so being able to use your resources wisely and invest in your resources and multiply that just to help you be successful.
What excites you the most about being a head coach here?
Kennesaw is growing extremely fast. And it's exciting times to be here. Football just won, men's basketball just won, and so I think this is just a perfect time to step in and to build a program with the university while it's growing and it's on its way up and it's flourishing. And I'm excited to be able to do that.
When the opportunity came up, how fast did you jump on this opportunity?
As soon as I saw it, I texted my agent Gary and said, "Hey, we got to get on this." So I saw it, and it was a text to him probably 2 minutes later. So yeah, it was pretty quick.
What have you learned through your years of chat, which I was able to do the SoCo and things of that nature that you want to bring down here to Kennesaw State?
Yeah. Also, first off, I have to thank Mark Wharton, Laura Heron, Deandra Shermer, Alexis, Mallory, Nicole, Sydney, Kaylee, all of our players at Chat. I wouldn't be standing here without them, but just I've learned Chattanooga is an amazing place. Everything with excellence, and they've taught me a lot with that. And just so, yeah, just taking that, I'll be blessed if I can be a fraction of how incredible those people are, and just taking the excellence that they operated with and trying to bring that with me.
You talked about the championships that Kennesaw State has brought so far. I mean, it's happened pretty fast with football and with basketball. When you look at the Kennesaw State women's basketball team, what do you feel like you need to bring in for them to be able to win a championship too?
Yeah, I think obviously you have to have talent, and so we have some talent here, and the key is to try to retain that in this ever evolving world of the transfer portal and NIL, and so. But then we need to bring some additional talent, and so we need to bring. I would like to bring some shooting in and try to expand our game, play a little, play more outside if possible, and then also just building a strong culture. So that starts with our staff. So making sure that I get a staff that fits my needs, but then also fits the needs of the players, and helping to help them grow and develop as not just players but humans.
You speak about your style. What is your style? What is your style of play? What do you want to do on the offensive side? What would you want to do on the defensive side?
Yeah, so I like to say stop and go, and I think it's twofold, right? So stop and go, and from get a stop and let's go, let's push, right? So defense first, defensive minded, pressure in the half court quite a bit, and then just push and go and transition. If we could score in the first 6 seconds of the shot clock, that would be amazing. And we want a wide open layup or a wide open three by a good 3 point shooter. And if we don't have that, then we'll get into secondary action. And if we can't score off that, then we want to flow into a Princeton offense. And so read and react. So there's a lot of freedom, teaching them how to play the game of basketball and how to think basketball, and then using that freedom, but there's structure within the freedom. So that's from an offensive standpoint. Defensively, just pressure in the half court, and the other part of the stop and go would be changing pace, right? So, sometimes we'll get up and press, sometimes we'll throw a chaotic zone, sometimes we'll just be in a man and a half court, but just trying to change the pace, and so we're controlling the tempo.
You talked about some of the things you wanted to establish. Just land. I mean, you just parked down here not too long ago. But what are some of the things you talk about? Staff. You talk about recruitment. So much going on. So much portal and everything. How do you feel like your week's going to go starting off?
Yeah, so this week is going to be on the phone probably for 12 out of the 24 hours I'm awake. If I get to sleep at that point, but really just being on the phones, calling, again, putting that staff together, calling recruits as we can, and just try to put together the pieces in place so we can get started. And then working with the people that we have here, again, like I said, retaining is huge, right? So part of that is talking with our team here and trying to make sure that they're comfortable and that they want to remain an owl.
Hi, my name's Kayla with Owl Network. What was it about KSU that made you want to coach here?
Yes. You know, I've driven past KSU multiple times. I have family that lives in Alpharetta. So I've driven past KSU multiple times and I would look and I'd see, you know, see the lights, you see the big KSU off the highway and, you know, the initials like, man, it seems like a really nice place to work. And then I got on campus and I got to meet the people and talk with the people. And that was the draw. For me, it's all about relationships and people. And after being able to meet with Milton Overton and Jessica Rio and Tiara Thompson and all of the people that I got to meet on my interview, I knew that this was a place that would be good for me to grow and develop in.
What is something that you're going to be looking for in recruits?
Yeah, so high character kids. Here, obviously, you have to have talent. But I think there's a lot of talent out there. But to me, it's really important that we get kids that are that have high character. My dad always said that character takes you where talent can't. And so for me, like we want to make sure we're surrounding ourselves with people that are responsible, that are humble, that have a good energy about themselves, academically, that they care about their academics. I think how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you take care of your academics, you'll probably do well on the court. And so focusing on that piece and people that if they see a trash out, they pick it up and put it in trash, or they see a chair out, they push it in, right? So just high character individuals, and then obviously talented basketball players.
Last one from me. What do you want this community to know about what they get the new head coach?
Yeah, I want this community to know that they're going to get somebody that is committed to growth and committed to building. I am, I think part of my philosophy is love God and love people, and so that's what I intend to do is to love the people that are here extremely well, love this community extremely well, love our players well. I'm going to coach them hard, but I'm going to love them harder. We're going to be hardworking. I think one of the things that I want everybody to say, regardless of the game, win or lose, is that our team plays with so much heart, right? They're humble, they're energetic, they're accountable to each other, they're resilient, they trust each other on the floor, like they just play with so much heart. And I think if we do that, then the wins and losses will take care of itself. And so I'm just extremely grateful to be here. I know I dropped some names earlier, but I want to make sure I include everybody. My mentor Adam Collins, it's his birthday. Happy birthday! He's old. He's 50 now. So no, I'm just kidding. Sorry, just kidding. Happy birthday to him. I take it back. Happy birthday to him. But I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. My mom and dad would not be here. They literally have supported me my entire life through frustration, every celebration. They've been there. My brothers, they're my number one haters, and now they are my number one supporters. So I appreciate them. They made me tough. They built me. They helped me be the person I am. Built a lot of character. And there's just so many other people. My assistants, Bubby, Miracle, Mason, Pete Meyer, Betsy Harris, Herb Reinhardt. There's Bryn Stevens, Marty Roth, Dr. Welch. There's so many people that I could thank. Every player, every teammate that I ever had, anybody that's ever coached me. I wouldn't be in this position without them. And I know I'm going to miss 1,000 people, but I'm just so incredibly grateful for all that they've done for me and how they've helped me develop into the young woman that I am now. And I'm just excited to be able to lead and help other young women develop into just amazing humans.
Coach, bold prediction for what would you like to accomplish first year?
Bold prediction. I was told to under promise and over deliver, and so I am going to stick with that. Under promise, over deliver. So what I would like to accomplish in this first year would just be to improve, just to be better than we were last year. And what that looks like, we will see. Time will tell. But just to be better and get one, even if it's 1%, just get better.
Craig, Jack, yeah, black on.